Okay, so there's some stuff that's kind of nuts right now for me. So yesterday, last evening, I watched David Rodriguez on Nino's Corner, and he had Gene Decode. And earlier in the day, he said, make sure and watch that interview. So I went in and watched it, and it was super, super good. So informative. It was like, I kept videotaping with my phone, trying to get excerpts so I could share them with people, because it was, fascinating stuff. And there's so much information. I mean, not everybody can go to every single one of these different platforms and pay all these fees and stuff. So I was sharing these clips, and if people are interested, I tell them where to go to see more, like I'm a little commercial for Nino's Corner. So I'm out there sharing this stuff, right? And I made these TikToks. And so I made two. I put them on. The third one, the second I put it on, was taken down. Then I did it again, only I changed, because I was telling my friend, like, what the hell? I hadn't even posted it yet. It was like less than 2 minutes. I went in to go and share it with her as the TikTok, and it was already gone. So I told her, and she goes, well, it's got to be something with the words. It's got to be something with the algorithms, change your words. So I went in, changed the words, did it again, it immediately taken down. So I was saying, hey, it's the content. And she's like, I don't know, there's probably a word in there. There's some word probably. I'm like, I'm telling you, it's the content. They do not want people to understand. And since I'm saying words that are not, the other words that we're not allowed to say, these are different words. So I'm writing some words down. So they don't want, because that has been the whole purpose of all of this, is to restrict that, is to keep us in the dark ages. And this has everything to do with everything. So I was sharing those kind of videos. And they're like, hell no. We don't want people to know this. We want them to talk about these. We want them to talk about this. We want them to talk about Crazy Joe. We don't want them talking about, like, what's really going on. So they took it down again. And then let's see, so they took down, I had 2 up and 2 down when I went to bed. And then I got up this morning, and 3 down, 1 up, and the other one, it was like 14,000, like 700 comments, 14,000 views. Like, it was like everybody was seeing so many comments, so many people talking about it. So I went in and started commenting to tell people what, and I don't think anybody can see my comments at all, but somebody had said to repost one of the videos that was showing, let me write it down. So they said, repost that. I was trying to get it so I could share it, and it won't let me. And it was showing what was going on there. And they took it down. And so I tried to put it back up with no words, just music, just showing what was happening with music. Immediately, it was taken down, and I was restricted. Now I'm not allowed to post. I'm not allowed to do anything on TikTok. And they say you can go to your notifications to be checked to see, what your guidelines are or whatever. There's nothing. They don't have anything. They're not communicating with me. No email, nothing. Just, that I'm restricted. I'm not allowed to share this stuff. So, I have no idea, when they're going to even let me. And so it definitely has to do with the contact. And one of the things in the first one that was taken down is something I've been talking about for a while. And I was just talking a lot about that the other day. I've been talking about it the whole time, but, you know, because I am one of those people, you know, as a little kid, the advanced, you know, beings were talking to me. They were telling me stuff. So I already knew a lot of this stuff. And I tried to tell people, but I just got told, you know, oh, yeah, okay, yes, there's aliens, okay, you know, and, you know, I was crazy from the time I was young. Nobody would listen to me, and I could never understand, like, why, like, how do they not? I couldn't wrap my head around that. Because when you have an inner knowing, you know. Nobody can convince you of something different. And so, again, they were talking to me. So I knew what was going on. And I couldn't understand what the hell. I've talked about, you know, like, during this time, everything, like, in my life has started making so much more sense. So the, what I was talking about more recently was this merging of the timelines. So the video that they took down 2 times was about this, who's got control of it and what's going on with it, and that what they're actually doing, because the dark ones, that they have seen that they don't continue, their existence ends. And so they've been scrambling by going back, using time. It's so crazy because these, the words, you know, when you don't even know what words, you have to be so, but they're using that technology to send people back, to change certain things to happen. And what was I talking about? The total different author of a book, and a book that was significant. So they are sending people in to change these timelines and stuff so that they can continue. So when I was talking about, like, we've got these merges of all these timelines, but to me, I was seeing it's like, okay, well, we're all consciousness, and this is a consciousness of, you know, an awakening. So, you know, and everybody's living these different realities and stuff. So I was seeing this kind of emerge like that. But no, I mean, this whole thing with the, you know, the, let's write this one down there. So the whole thing with this is real. That is them messing with the to try and so they can survive, because they're not going to survive. But, you know, I mean, I understand it on a level of consciousness and energy and vibration and stuff. You know, they don't get to, because it ceases to be a place for them. If you understand what I'm saying. Like I said before, in the ascension, we're splitting apart from them. We are advancing as high vibration. They are low vibration. They can't advance. So yeah, they would cease to exist. And they would, you know, when we see what they're doing to the planet, they will just, if it's going to split into the new earth and the old one, and the evil gets to keep playing around over here, and whoever is still low density gets to stay there and play out whatever creepy crap they're playing, it ends. It doesn't get to continue, because they will burn the whole thing out. But, and this is where it just gets, you know, so crazy, because the restriction of information is so freaking vast. I'm gonna just come back and talk about that real quick, so I can kind of divide this up. But, you know, on this one, I just wanted to make it clear that on Nino's Corner, that gene decode thing, oh my gosh, there was so much information. And the thing of that other word that I wrote down, so I wrote all the words, this thing right here, that is, you know, that is what is everything, because it is what funds this world, and that's what they want to restrict. They want to keep us in the dark ages and keep us controlled. They don't want us to advance, like, because then we're free, we have power, free energy. I mean, all of it goes together. So, you know, big, you know, that place that offers the killing juice, that and it's in everything, you know. I mean, they've got scientists creating, you know, more toxins and more ways to poison us. So that, and the whole medical establishment is meant for profit. It's not meant to heal us. So that whole system is part of them. It's the extension, it's the tentacles that I talk about of the beast. So all of it is being controlled by the technology that they don't want us to know about. And so, like I've said, like in the very beginning when I was saying, I think that one of the hardest things that people are going to deal with is when they realize that, you know, their loved ones didn't have to have that long, drug out cancer death. That was for profit. The technology was always there to heal and save. And just the advancements are so far beyond what people even can comprehend, you know. And coming from the disclosure groups, and you know, because that's how I came into this, you know, when going out and trying to find other people who understand that aliens were real, and that this world was not what we were being told. And so in disclosure groups and the true history and all the stuff about aliens is, you know, why I'm called a conspiracy theorist. So, but you learn about the technology, you learn about what stuff is available and what they're restricting. And, you know, I mean, when this whole switchover happens, it's like 6,000 patents are going to be released. 6,000. There's doctors jailed who figured out how to cure cancer. You know, I mean, there's a lot for people to really start wrapping their heads around of what this world is. And for those of us who understand what this world is, they want to keep us silent. So, you know, I have to be very careful of what I'm saying, because my main purpose isn't about disclosing. I understand what's going on. I understand it on a level that a lot of people don't understand. But my purpose is to help people in this transition, to help people understand how to transition in the truth about what's really happening. And so, you know, I have to be careful over what I say, because obviously, I mean, they've already taken me off of Twitter. Now they are, I don't know what the outcome is going to be on TikTok, why they're, you know, doing this restriction on me now with that too. And, you know, I mean, this, I don't know, you know, if I'm going to have to go and try and find some other platform, and I've got 1,000 videos, and I've got a brain injury, so, like, trying to do tech stuff is very complicated. It's complicated just for a person who wasn't raised in it anyways, to try and learn all this, you know, stuff about editing, about these other platforms, about getting on platform, all that stuff. It is, you know, I grew up out riding my bike and playing with the hula hoops and gathering up glass bottles to go sell them for candy bars, you know. So yeah, this is this information warfare thing is, you know, above my pay grade. I'm about love and peace, and, you know, not judging each other. You know, there's more things I want to talk about, so let me be right back.